Hey gun people, it's lever action day. It's raining, the storm's over, so I'm doing all kind of crap. So today I'm cleaning guns. So let's look at some. These are the only lever actions I have. This is I think the old Winchester 357. It is. This is a Winchester mag, 357 mag. I just put a little leather on there so when you're cocking it, pretty sure it's empty. Instead of grabbing metal, that leather is a little bit easier. This is what I used to carry when I was riding on my horse. Stock looks pretty rough. It's like cracked, some scratches. You can tell it's been out. Maybe a little plug there. I should probably sand these down and really kind of try and make this wood look better. I mean, it's got some pretty hard core. I bought this again, like most of my guns used. Now I want you to notice that these three barrels are the same, but all the stocks are different lengths. This one's here, this one's shorter, this one's the longest. So we have longest, longer, shortest of these three. If I put this one, the little golden boy, it is the longest of them all. So this is the longest one, and it comes past an inch. So the little golden boy, I think this is a 22 mag. What is this sucker? Henry, repeating arms. Oh no, it's just 22 long rifle. I thought I had a 22 mag. 22 short, long, or long rifle. So I can shoot short, long, or long rifle. I can't shoot mags. This gun has a funny story. Hopefully I'll remember to tell you on how I bought it. And again, very smooth action. Ejects from the side. Bolt comes out the rear. Loads from the tube here. You take this little tube out here, twist it, pull this out, and then once you pull it out, you drop your rounds in there. Now you don't have to pull it out all the way if you don't want. You can just pull it out to here, to where that hole is exposed, and then you load your rounds. Then you close it and all the rounds go inside this little thing right here. All your rounds go inside this tube. There's a little spring, and then it feeds them straight down to the chamber area. This is a really nice gun. I mean, I like this. I haven't cleaned it in a while. I don't know which one I'll clean first. Did I already look at this one? Yeah, this is the 357. I really like this one. This was my saddle gun for years, but the stock is just trashed. I mean, everywhere. I really should make this a nice gun, but I don't know. Some of those scars have memories. I don't know how, but probably something happened. So that's my 357 one. This, I believe, is a 30-30. Is it a Winchester? It is made in... Shit, I can't read that sucker. Winchester, model 94 30-30, Win, made in New Haven, Connecticut, with something proof steel. WINOHEOTER steel, whatever the hell that is. So it's a Winchester 30-30. Same thing, you can put some extra rounds here, this little other thing. Put some extra rounds in here so you have extra rounds, plus you can load it up. Pretty sure it's empty. It is empty. I've had all these apart completely, so I'm not taking anything completely apart. And this last one right here is a... Shit, it's a 22, but... 22 short, long, long rifle. Maybe I don't have a 22 mag. I thought I had a 22 mag. Maybe I got it somewhere and I didn't find it. So this wood looks really nice. Pretty nice. I could probably put some tung oil on it, but so these are all pretty much clean. I'm just going to go over them and show you how I clean a little lever action. So I'm going to leave one back here, and we'll do this little 22. This is a 22. Who makes this? Henry. Henry repeating. Alright. So this is a Henry, and this is a Henry. But this is different because it has the octagon barrel, and it's got this brass looking gold stuff, which is really easy to scratch, and it's got scratch. All these guns I bought used. The only one I didn't buy used is this 30-30 Winchester. My old commander gave me that when he left Ohio. He gave me that, I think, as a Christmas present. He bought me this 30-30. So, nice gun. So, I'm going to get a patch and something to shove down this 22 here, and we're going to see how bad the barrel looks. I got to get some gloves on, and I'm going to have to buy some new gloves because cleaning all these guns, I've been going through some gloves, let me tell you. I bet you I've gone through a box of gloves. These are extra large, but they fit good. These are extra large and they fit kind of sloppy because they're just not made as well. Of course, they're cheaper, but you know what? After working with them and getting caught, because these are thicker and because they fit better, I don't get them caught in things. So they're a little bit easier to work with. Shake up my juice. Get a patch on this bad boy. A 5.56 patch and a 22 patch are the same. Pretty much the same diameter. I'm going to put some oil on this so we get a nice oil job down here. And we're just going to go down a barrel. Nothing spectacular. If I can get it in there. Man, that is freaking tight. You notice I have the back chamber open so I don't hit this face of the bolt and the patch can come through. And there's the patch. And now I'm going to pull it out and see what it looks like. Man, that looks clean. Clean as when it went in, so I'm not going to do any more with that. I'm going to put a drop of oil on some of the moving parts. Again, these guns are kind of they're not like carried on my saddle anymore. They're not moved around, and so I'm just going to get a coat of oil on them and wipe them down and put them back in their little home. And yep, somebody's going to say, he uses too much oil. Okay, whatever. This gun is like glass. Oh, I didn't like the look of that. See that? Little bit of rust. So again, lever actions, pretty simple to clean. I mean, you could take this bottom out, take this off, pull the stock off, get access to all this, but I mean, unless you're shooting, now 22 is kind of a dirty round, and if you're shooting a lot, then you want to clean it better than what I'm doing now, but mine's pretty clean. So I'm not worried about too much dirt here. Well, that's a lot smoother. It was smooth before I put any oil. Man, it's like glass now. I mean, it is very, very nice. So I got pretty much everywhere I wanted to get. I'm going to go ahead and put a patch down the interior where I can get to it, and then this one will pretty much be done. I'll just wipe down the barrel. So I'm just, wherever I can get to it, I'm getting to it. I'm going to put a couple of drops of oil in here and then spray it with some compressed air. And that's going to spread that around a little bit in there. Okay. Now I'm just going to, this little tube right here, you always want to kind of make sure you pull it out. I think it's brass or copper, but you still always want to get a good coat on it. I've seen these kind of corrode different metal against different metal. So if you want to drop some oil down here where the little spring is internal, you really can't pull that out. So if you just put a couple drops of oil right there and then put this down, up and down, it'll kind of fall. And so now I know I got a good coat of oil on that. I'm going to oil this up real good and then wipe it down. Anytime you have two barrels like this, getting in between there is important. So you can either do it with a Q-tip, which sometimes won't go through because the gap's not big enough, even if you go on both sides. So sometimes I like to put a patch with the oil through it, and then I wrap it and I go up and down, and that way I know I get the inside of that barrel really well. And then I do the same thing on the other side. I wrap it and go up and down. Now because I bought these used when I got them, I took these screws off, I took it completely apart, did all kind of things. I should run a patch down that loading tube just like I did the barrel. And that's going to make sure that my loading tube is good and wiped down. Now I just put oil all over this, so when I put this back in, it's going to get oil anyway. But sure to go in easier. Makes a difference when it has oil. Amazing how that shit works. Again, I'm kind of putting more oil than I need, doing that, what I like to say, soaking action. I want it to really soak in there. And while this one is soaking in, I'll do the other one. So we'll do the switcheroo. Now this is a 30-30, so that 22 patch down the barrel ain't going to do nothing. I need to get a bigger patch. I don't know if my shotgun, I don't think this shotgun patch will go down there. I don't think it's that big, but let's see. It is not. So this won't work. So I'll just put bigger patches on this little guy instead of this little guy. Since I already have that, I'll keep that for my other ones. And I'll put like 2 38 patches. Probably one would be good. I'll see if I can get 2 down there. That way it's a little tighter. Maybe I won't be able to get 2. Maybe I'll just have to go with 1. 1 38 patch. to get 30-30. Every once in a while you always want to tighten your guide rod. This is sections, and you don't want it coming undone while it's halfway down a barrel, because that gets to be a pain in the butt. So I got a good coat of oil in this one patch, and I'm going to shine that through. I'm going to go ahead and open this, make sure I have full access. Man, that just felt good. Feeling that get soft as I was, I went in and it was really hard. And then as it lubed up, it just really did a nice, and this little trick here isn't only on 30-30s. It's anything where you have two barrels next to each other. Put them in between there and rub them if you can't take them apart, and really make sure they get a good coat of oil. And if there's any oil or any rust on there, you're going to know it when you look at that patch. Little bit of surface rust. See that? Can't see it, but it's there. That will keep your bluing nice and blue. Again, I want to put some good oil on here, let it kind of soak in. Work this action a few times. Get that oil patch inside this action here. I mean, there's not a whole bunch of difference on this versus another gun, other than you want the mechanics of this, all these moving parts here, these links. You want to make sure you get oil or a Q-tip on all these little links. Now, this 30-30 gives you more access than the little 22 does. But anytime you get all these little moving parts, screws, little hinge right there. Once I get some oil in there, now I'll get a Q-tip and start getting in there. Man, it's getting pretty chilly outside. I had a sweatshirt on, but I was moving around doing a lot of BS, so I had to take it off. I was like, damn, it's too damn hot. But if I'm not moving around, it's kind of nippy in here. So when you do your gun on the lever action, if you clean it, you're going to be getting all kind of dirt. I'm not getting any dirt at all, which tells me this bad boy is pretty clean. But just because it's clean doesn't mean it's protected and it's not rusting. So clean is different than protection and not rusting. And this 30-30 is a nice gun, let me tell you. Now this leather wrapped around here, man, I put some good oil and really cleaned it before I put that leather on, because leather on something, you leave a gun in the leather holster, it rusts. So this may need to come off after a few years and make sure it's not rusting on that receiver. I've always wanted to put a large loop on this anyway, but so I'm kind of okay with what this is. I'll rub this real quick, see if I get anything off it. Nah. This gun is really old. I mean, my commander gave me this gun, shit, when I was at Right Pat. So that was back in 80, 82, 83, maybe 81 is how long I've had this gun. And it shoots good, and it is freaking, it is really, I have no idea what these things cost. 30, I don't know what they, I don't know what any of these guns cost, to be honest. Alright, so that one's done. Go ahead and wipe this down. This Henry has a different bluing, almost like a coating. So the barrel has a bluing, but this part up here is almost like a different finish. It's almost like a parkerized, or looks blue, but it sure does seem like different than bluing. This is a great little just plinker. Get some rounds off quick, get something off of you in a hurry. Very nice little gun. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. So these little lever actions don't take that long. My little 357, my baby. I love this little sucker. So we'll go ahead and clean that barrel like we did the other one. Not too shabby. Get some oil all over this bad boy so we can start our soaking action. And when I'm saying a soaking, I'm also starting a, it's dissolving or breaking down things, so when I start rubbing on here, you can tell. This is called a saddle ring. So you don't lose it, you can put your saddle string through here, and that way your gun doesn't fall off if you're running with your horse or something. And because I've already cleaned one Winchester, I'm noticing the same joints that I saw on the other one. The rails. This little metal thing sure does make it easy to get the oil where you want it. Oh yeah, loosen right up. A lot of people neglect what holds the stock on. This middle piece here and the middle piece here. So don't neglect those. Those need to be cleaned as well. If you notice right here, this block drops. See that little thing that blocks in there? Make sure you get some oil down those 2 little grooves, because that's moving up and down. Somebody said they don't, I think they, does this even have a safety? I guess it does have a safety. Oh, there we go. Okay. Safety on and off. So this one, I'm going to get between these barrels like I did the other ones, because they're pretty tight. I might even be able to get a patch through there. They are pretty stinking close. There we go, got it through. Not much through. Shit. I can't grab that sucker. Get a little hook. Woo! That's tight. Oh shit, I almost pulled all the way through. I'd have been pissed. Alrighty. And that kind of soaked in that oil pretty quick. Really kind of soaked it in. Alrighty. So this one is done. 3 down, 1 to go. Now this, here's a funny story on this one. I bought this, some dude, I forgot how I found him. But he it was kind of odd, and we were going to meet in Fort Worth at the, what's that big sporting goods? Cabela's. So we're going to be in Cabela's to make this trade on this gun. And I forgot, I don't know, $250 or something I think I paid for it. And it was kind of dirty, had a little rust. It looks a lot better than it did. So, and he just wanted to get rid of it. And so, I don't know if it's stolen or not. But, I go, okay, we're going to meet at Cabela's. That's a common place. It's kind of, you know, a lot of people, a lot of lights, no problem. Well, he wants to meet at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, shit. I don't know about that. Why you meet me at 10 o'clock at night? He works. He couldn't get off. I can't remember his name. Jose, Emmanuel, something. And I was like, okay, I'll meet you there. So I was strapped. You know, I had an ankle gun on. I had a gun on my hip. I was pretty well strapped. I had my AR in the car and all kind of shit. So I was like, all right, if this goes bad, I guess we'll just deal with it. And so I met him in this parking lot, and he had a buddy with him, and I went, oh shit, that ain't good. So I think I got on my phone and said, hang on, I act like I was on my phone, or I don't remember if I was talking to Pat or not, if I was really talking to anybody. I just wanted him to think. I go, yeah, man, I'm out here with these guys in a parking lot. I'll give you a call back in like 5 minutes. And so they knew that I was expecting a call. They end up being pretty nice guys. I don't think they were going to do anything, but you never know. And we made the trade. I looked at it, and it was kind of trash. I go, dude, what? And he goes, oh, man, it's been in a closet. I don't remember if he said it was his dad's or his uncle's. And I mean, it definitely was not looking good. I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this. And if you look closely now, you can still tell that it is not what I would say pristine. Alright. So it had some pretty good little cuts on here. I don't know if you can tell, there's some little dings. It was maybe a little rusty. The barrel definitely had like pretty good rust on it to where it looked really dry and nasty. So you know, I was like, okay, I'm getting a good deal. I can lube it up, remove that rust. It'll be okay. Lube it up, it'll be alright. And it's a nice little gun. I really need to sell some of these damn guns, I'll tell you. I got too many damn guns. I'm finding shit. I'm like, holy shit, I forgot I had that one. Oh shit, I forgot I had that one. I thought I only had 2 lever actions. I got 4. And I found another 1100 that I wasn't even looking for. I got 4 1100 shotguns. Why do I need 4? Because when I found them at the pawn shop, they kind of had, they either weren't working, they were missing a little piece that I knew I could replace easy. Guy said it's not working. You know, we got to discount it. I only paid this much. I'll give you this much. You can give me that. So I always got good freaking deals. So, I don't know. I just couldn't. I can't resist a good gun deal. And that's how I ended up buying all these crazy ass guns. And now I've had them all these years and I don't use them. And all I do is spend time cleaning them, storing them, worry about them. So it's like, why? At what point do I want to go, let's get rid of some of these bad boys. So anytime you see a gun that you like, don't say how much will you take for this, but make me an offer so I know whether I'm wasting my time. If we're close, I'll either accept it or call you. Like Sam, when he bought the SIG, I said, what do you think it's worth? He looked it up on eBay. He's an FFL. He goes, you're looking at $1,000. I didn't look it up. I have no idea if he ripped me off. I don't think he did, but I was like, all right, I was going to be happy with $1,000. I mean, I might have taken $950 if he haggled and gave me a story about his wife was sick and he really needed, you know, but I was looking to get about $1,000 for it because it's a really nice gun and it's going to go up in value. So when he said I'll give you $1,000, I was like, all right, I'm happy with that. And so that's how we made the deal. But if he would have came back with like, I'll give you $650, I wouldn't even talk to him because we're just too far off. There's no point in going, oh man, I really like to sell. I'm not going to do that. You tell me what you think it's worth and what you're willing to pay for it, and then I'll tell you if I'm willing to take it. If we're not too far off, I may counter you, but I don't think, if you buy a gun from me, you're not looking for a deal because my guns are clean, good, gone through, taken care of, really nice. So if you want to get a deal, you're going to have to find somebody that neglected their guns. They can't get a lot for them. They look like shit. You're going to have to do a lot of time, and you really don't know how bad it's neglected till you get into it. So that's kind of why you're paying what I would say on one of my guns. Not necessarily a premium, but you know. And I don't need to sell anything. I'm not selling them because I'm starving. I'm just selling them because I'm tired of cleaning them. But this is a beautiful little gun. This octagon barrel is really nice. I don't know if I put a patch through there or not, did I? Well, that sounds really rough. Ooh, that sounds really bad. I bet you I'm going to have some rust off here. Yeah, that got a little orange. That sounded rough. Because it's never clean. But I ran a patch down it, so we should be good to go. I think this is a 22, so I need to put a 22 patch down this bad boy, not this 30. I stuck a 30 down that. I've already oiled this up, so I can put this back in there. Oh yeah, that went in a lot nicer. Oil makes all the difference in the world. And wearing these gloves, I know I'm not putting my oil on these when I handle it, so I leave my gloves on until I put it up. Yeah, see, this thing is really rough here too. I mean, it's sticking to my gloves. I don't see rust, but I feel it. Almost like the bluing has gone away because it's been neglected for so long. Now somebody said this is brass and copper, or this is that. I don't know what the hell it is, to be honest. So y'all can argue that in the comments or tell me, or somebody can know, but I have no idea what this is. I thought it was brass, but who knows. And because this scratch is so easy, I keep a sock over this, which I'm going to rub my hand over with some oil. and then turn it upside down and put that sock back on there. So I just took one of my old socks before I threw it away, cut the bottom off, and now this protects this brass area from scratches. And then I put it in another like cloth sleeve like this. So that is cleaning lever actions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Winchester 357, Henry 22, Winchester 3030, top ejection, not side ejection, top ejection. And I think we're good. Y'all have a good one. Well, in that there on lever actions. Did any of that come out? Did you guys even see those guns? Because I was too far away. I can't see them. I don't even know what it looks like. You know what? If I had a camera on it, it would be nice. But I don't. Alrighty, lever actions.